It's rare that a sport adds a new position over 100 years after its creation, but that's exactly what happened with liberos. The passing and defensive specialists have caused many curious onlookers to ask, who's the short guy in the different colored jersey? But in my opinion, is one of the coolest and most underappreciated parts about volleyball. Watching all the clips of amazing digs to create this video was really enjoyable, as the 10 liberos featured on this list have countless highlight plays between them. There's been a lot of volleyball played since I wrote most of this list though, so just a heads up, I'll give a quick update on the player at the end of each section, kind of reflecting what they've done since July. I hope you enjoy the highly anticipated and highly overdue top 10 liberos in volleyball. Want to guess how many foreign liberos there are in the Russian Super League? Keep in mind that each team can only have 2 foreign players, regardless of position, so usually the teams go with big opposites or outside hitters. This year, there were only 2 foreign liberos, and that's more than usual. One of them is the second best player on this list. The other is Lauri Kerminen. The Finnish 25-year-old is a defensive mastermind and an elite athlete for the position. Even though he's only about 6 feet tall, he touches as high as many of the outside hitters. There are a few balls that are not diggable for him, and he's not afraid to sacrifice his body to make a play. His reception isn't as consistent as some of the others on this list, but he's still passing at a respectable 26% in the Russian Super League this season. His play is a big reason why both Finland and Kuzbass Kemerovo have exceeded expectations recently. In the last 15 years, there's only been one libero that has mattered for Brazil, Serginho. Now that he is finally retired from the national team, a few names have emerged to take his place. Thiago Brandel, Thales Hoss, Maik Reyes, and weirdly enough, Murilo Andres have all played for the national team in recent years. And so far, the libero that has stood out among this group has been Thales Hoss. His reception is his strongest asset, especially against jump serves, where he's excellent at absorbing the spin and keeping the ball playable. He is a streaky passer though, and sometimes other teams can take advantage of its inconsistency. Reception will become increasingly important for Brazil as setters Bruno and William Arjona age out. December update. Thales Hoss split a lot of time with Maik Reyes for Brazil during the World Championships. And with Tabate, he isn't having his best season ever. An updated list would probably have him a few spots lower. Once upon a time, Teodor Salparov would have been near the top of this list. In the past, Salparov has anchored top-tier clubs like Zenit Kazan and Dynamo Moscow as a foreign libero, one of the best accomplishments at the position. Even for liberos though, age is inescapable. While he still has elite instincts and recognition of hitter patterns, the reaction time isn't quite there anymore. His experience is still good enough to place him on this list though, as opposing float servers still avoid him and he rarely makes mistakes. Salparov will remain a starter on the Bulgarian national team for as long as he wants, especially since there aren't really any young players waiting in line to challenge him. December update. Salparov was pretty disappointing in the World Championships to be honest, and out of anyone on this list, I think he would drop the most. Not a lot of players can claim 2 World Championships gold medals as a starter. In fact, on this list, there's just one. Paweł Zatorski. He has been a steady rock in the reception of 2 magical runs by Poland in 2014 and 2018, culminating in a well-deserved Best Libero award at the most recent World Championships. It's not just Poland's backcourt that Zatorski anchors. He's been a member of elite Polish club Zaksa Kędzierzyn-Koźle since 2014, helping them win 2 Polish championships in 2016 and 2017. One thing that stands out to me about Zatorski is that despite all the other talented Polish liberos like Kacper Pajczaki or Michael Zurak, there's rarely any noise about his spot being challenged. December update. He would definitely be higher on this list. Come on, the guy won Best Libero at the World Championships and a gold medal. Of course I have to have him higher. Other than Grebennikov, there's no one else who leaves your jaw on the floor more often on this list than Canadian libero Blair Bann. His capacity for making impossible digs is incredible, and he possesses a supernatural ability to react to the ball in a tenth of a second. Bann is not going to be passing at above 30% guaranteed, like a lot of the liberos on this list, but he keeps rallies alive for Team Canada that result in valuable breakpoints. Although he's not a bad passer, he was only behind Luke Perry and Marcus Sturwald in the German league last season. Your thoughts on Bann could vary greatly depending on how much you value those point-saving digs. He certainly helps more on a team that has a strong out-of-system offense. December update. Stephen Marshall, another Canadian player, was blazing hot for Canada during the World Championships, taking a lot of time for Bann. I would drop Bann maybe 1 or 2 spots on this list, although he has been a force for his club team Chaumont in France this season.
The defensive work that went into that point.
Liberos have a later peak than most other professional athletes. It takes a long time to develop some of the soft skills that make great players at the position. Just look at how many liberos in the Italian league are over 30. Massimo Colaci, Salvatore Rossini, Daniele De Pandi, Domenico Cavicini, and there's a few others. Luke Perry possesses the game presence and skills of a libero who has hundreds of pro games under their belt, and only just turned 23 years old. Like Bann, Grebennikov, and Kerminen, Perry's reaction time is lightning quick, and he's able to pick up balls that seem like guarantees to score. His foot speed is fantastic and allows him to chase balls that are flying into the stands. Australia is lucky to have him for the next couple Olympic cycles. December update. Perry has struggled a bit with his team Asseco Varsovia. They're obviously not playing well in the Polish league at 1-8 as of the recording of this video, but he is finding a little bit of redemption in the Club World Championships, and he did play very well at the World Championships for Australia. A good sign that a libero is held in high standards is if they are pursued by the top club or clubs in their domestic league. Verbov in Russia, Zatorski in Poland, and Colaci in Italy. Colaci was an important part of Trentino's success at the start of the decade and continues to accumulate titles in Perugia. His team won everything in Italy last year and are on pace to do the same thing this season. The most in-demand Italian libero is also a full-time starter on the Italian team and picks up a lot of balls behind a block that sometimes struggles on the highest level. He has had a career of facing the best hitters in volleyball, and it shows in his ability to read attacker tells and tendencies. The oldest player on this list has a lot to teach the younger guys. The 36-year-old Verbov has been a staple of the Russian national team in Zenit Kazan for most of the decade. The man was winning Champions League Best Libero awards before some of his teammates even touched a volleyball. He won't be chasing down balls into the stands or throwing his body around like a rag doll to pick up digs, but his experience lets him anticipate attacks so he won't need to. He's an important passer for both Zenit Kazan and the Russian national team, taking up a lot of court from weaker passers like Wilfredo Leon and Igor Kliuka. His 35% perfect passing against tough servers in the Russian league this season allows his team to run an efficient and powerful offense that has allowed them to have a very successful season. December update. Zenit Kazan is playing pretty well, except for when they didn't make the Club World Championship semis and Verbov almost fought as many Wantarena. But other than that, still playing very well. Making your money if you're a libero that isn't Italian, Polish, Russian, or Brazilian is tough work. Most professional teams view the position as the least important to spend money on, and valuable foreign player spots usually go to wing spikers and middles. So when a foreign libero is consistently on teams in Italy and Russia, you know they are the real deal. And that's certainly the case for Erik Shoji, whose resume includes teams like Novosibirsk, Latina, and Novi Urengoy. And what these teams are paying him for is for his unmatched consistency as a passer. Last year in the Italian league, he was second in reception at 37%. The Russian servers have proved a bit more difficult, but he's still at 20% and improving this season. And I haven't even mentioned how good he has been for the American national team, where he's provided tons of consistency and excellent passing there too. It's tough to find a player more reliable than Erik Shoji. Honorable mentions for this video were Satoshi Ide from Japan, Salvatore Rossini from Italy, Kacper Pajczaki, who plays for Skra in Poland, and Dustin Wadden from the United States of America. Could it have been anyone else, really? More than top players at any other position, Grebennikov is head and shoulders above the competition. He's responsible for like 80% of the libero highlights you can find on the internet. It doesn't matter how fast or how hard the ball is coming at Grebennikov, if it's in his vicinity, it is popping up. Grebennikov is the kind of athlete that would excel at any sport. There are rumors that he has a better arm swing than many of the hitters on his team, and he might be France's third best setter after Benjamin Taniudi and Antoine Brizard. But enough gushing. You've all probably seen him play a million times, so to end this video, here's just a selection of some of his best accomplishments. Best libero of World Championships 2014. Best libero of European Championships 2015. Best libero of World League in 2016 and 2018. Best libero of Champions League in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Best libero of Club World Championships 2017 and maybe 2018. We'll see on Sunday. Man, Grebennikov, let someone else win awards. Too good, too good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been a long time since the other 4 top 10 videos came out, but I think now I can start recording a lot more frequently, so you guys have that to look forward to. If you're a fan of the channel, subscribe, check out the Instagram, check out the website, and hope you're looking forward to my next video. Thanks.